My name is Jens Thraenhart, and greetings from beautiful Barbados. I'm the Chief Executive Officer of the Barbados Tourism Marketing Inc., which is the official tourism board of the island of Barbados in the Caribbean. So I've been here for a bit over a year now. And before that, I was in Southeast Asia, heading up the Mekong Tourism Coordinating Office, which is a regional tourism collaboration of 6 countries: Cambodia, Laos, Myanmar, Thailand, Vietnam, and China. And before that, I was in Beijing. I'm originally from Germany and also have a Canadian passport. And I have a doctorate degree from the Hong Kong Polytech University with a thesis on how to create resilience in regional tourism collaboration. There's so many amazing experiences in Barbados because it is such a unique island and differentiating itself from other Caribbean destinations. But I think one thing that stood out to me is the Crop Over Festival. It's a cultural experience that begins in June with parties and culinary events, and really culminates on the first Monday of August with a grand Condument Day. And it's a street parade with colorful costumes and live bands. And maybe even you see Rihanna, because Rihanna actually comes from Barbados and she normally comes back for Crop Over. But when I first came to Barbados, people said, you know, you have to jump. And I said, jump where? But that's what it's described when you actually have a costume on and really are part of the whole celebrations. And I think for me, that was something that was not only unique because I never heard about Crop Over before, but also something that makes Barbados so unique. So as a cultural experience, and not only globally, but even here in Barbados, this is something that really is now almost tattooed in my mind. And I can't wait for Crop Over coming up soon. In just a few months, and I hope everyone on this call can join us here in Barbados to experience this unique cultural festival. So Barbados is obviously known for its tropical beaches, the gorgeous waters, but it's also the birthplace of rum and even has an exciting pirate history. So obviously the traditions are drawn from West Africa and a combination of British culture. And I think that's what makes Barbados so unique. But really, when we look at culture, it's really shaped by festivals. You know, so we have the Crop Over Festival, we have the Food and Rum Festival, we have gospel festivals. And again, I think all these pieces are really driven by heritage and culture. What many people don't know is that it has 8 World Heritage sites, and it's even inscribed with UNESCO in the garrison. And with that, it's the only UNESCO World Heritage Site that actually has a horse racetrack. And it also has the George Washington House, which is the only place where George Washington lived before he became President of the United States. What Barbados makes so unique is having that culture and this rich history. And what we want to obviously do is kind of shift Barbados from a seasonal destination to a all-season destination, 365 days a year. And I think this is really what we're trying to do by telling these stories, telling the stories about the people, about the history and the culture, and really getting people excited about what they can do all year round. Especially in the summer, which is the low season, we have all these festivals: the Crop Over Festival, the Food and Rum Festival. We have all these other sporting events that are on the island. It even has a car racing track, motorsport, surfing, cricket, golf, all of that together, I think, make sure that from a marketing standpoint, from a policy standpoint, we excite people and then we inspire people that they can live their passion all year round in Barbados. I think the biggest opportunity with tourism, especially for smaller destinations, is to drive inclusive growth, to really making sure that we spread the tourism dollars, that we get the communities and the residents involved, that they feel part of the whole ecosystem of tourism. And if we do that, then also they will welcome guests. And I think when we have this connection between local people and visitors, I think that's what makes people bring back and come back to Barbados. And we actually have a very high repeat rate. And I think that's, again, a testament of what makes Barbados so unique. But the fundamental essence of that is really driven by the heritage and the culture going into the communities, having these local authentic experiences. So what we're trying to do is really curate these local experiences and making sure that these experiences and these entrepreneurs become the foundation of what makes a destination so unique, connect that to the visitors, that then they share these experiences and inspire other people to create their own moments and their own memories. I believe the most important thing in tourism is to make sure that we protect the assets of a destination. And that obviously is driven by the culture, and it's also driven by sustainability. You know, we need to make sure that we look at a balanced tourism development. And that also includes climate change, especially when you are a destination, to make sure that we create resilience. It also includes areas like plastic pollution, food waste, and how we actually protect the heritage, the tangible heritage, but also the intangible heritage of a destination. I think that is so important because not only for people to really have a great experience, but also for future generations to learn and preserve these traditions. We have so many traditions in Barbados, like I mentioned, the Crop Over Festival, which is a harvest festival. And again, this is something that not only the local people cherish, but also that will inspire people to come back and back to the island and become part of the fabric of Barbados.